Hi, today we'll be working on this beautiful Atari 800 XL. This one is in pretty good shape. I mean, it's slightly yellowed, but that's what you'd expect. There's some dust, but it has PBI cover, or parallel bus interface cover. Everything seems fine. Label, I don't think anybody was trying to take it off. It's just disintegrated. The shields there look pretty good. There's not like much rust or anything. Keyboard, by the way, this is one of the best keyboards on 800. Some of the keys are like kind of sticky. I think it's just dirt, so it needs some cleaning, but apart from that, looks perfectly fine. But there is a problem with it. It doesn't boot at all. So let me show you that. Let me connect this to, sorry for the mess on the desk, but there's quite a lot of cables, interfaces and all that, so I'll connect it to power, and let me just bring the so as you can see, nothing, black screen. Yeah, so first test, it could be a lot of things. RAM, ROM, but yeah, let's try one thing. Sorry, Galaxian cartridge. This, I think, disables internal ROM. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. Sorry again, I'll put it in here and I'll bring the window. Let's power it on, and there we go. So, and if you press start, it obviously starts the game and all that. There's no sound. My capture card doesn't, for some reason, doesn't do sound, but yeah, looks perfectly fine. So I think the kind of main chips are okay. So GTIA, Antic, CPU, they should be okay, I hope. My guess it's the ROM, probably. Anyway, let me show you something. I'll turn it off. So what I'll use is this. It's a SysCheck card. It does a lot of things. The main purpose of this is obviously diagnostics cartridge, and it's or not cartridge, diagnostics tool, and it's probably the best, well, one of the best, if not the best tool, diagnostics tool for 8-bit Atari. Works on XL, XE. XE need to be careful. It has to have ECI, so this wide or two parts of the connector at the back. With 800XL, I need to take that off. So you just plug it in. Or with 600XL as well. So I'll plug it in there. Just need to make sure it goes there. Now, with by the way, this is made by Jürgen, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his surname. I'll put the link in the description. He's a great guy, like genius. He makes a lot of, quite a few very interesting hardware tools for the Atari. And this one, again, I'll put the link in the description. But this one is not only diagnostics tool. It provides, you can use, it provides the ROM, QMEG. You can flash it with your own ROMs, whatever you want. It has the 512, I think, kilobytes RAM you can use on this. All depends on this dip switches here. But anyway, I'll post the link, and again, have a look. And if you have 8-bit Atari, this is, in my opinion, must buy. So with X100 and 800XL, unfortunately, there's no 5 volts on PBI bus. Well, if it's not been modified, which we'll do, by the way, in this one. But if you have like stock 800XL, you need to connect this to pin, whatever it is. I'm not sure, it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, pin number 7, so that this provides 5 volts. And let's power it on. So normally, with this configuration, dip switch configuration, hopefully you can see this. So it's the red one is on, the blue one is on off. So this is kind of, if you buy it, it will come as by default as this, and it is just the diagnostics cartridge. So let's power it on. I'll bring this on, and it will go and start. By the way, it disables the OS ROM or internal ROM on this device. So it will go and test the RAM. This screen should disappear, and you should see this horizontal Atari rainbow kind of lines when it gets to the part of the RAM that is the kind of display. So let's see. Oh, there you go. I think we have a problem with RAM. It went red, so yeah. So I think one of the RAM chips is bad. There you go. What? Are they all bad? No. Let me do it again. Oh, sorry. Cartridge. I left the cartridge. Let's do it again. I think the manual specifically says to remove all the cartridges and all that. So let's see what happens. I mean, as you saw, if there is problem with RAM, it will kind of go red, the screen will go red, and it will just display the potential chips. The stock memory test in the 800, 600XL, 800XL, XE, it will tell you that you have a problem with RAM or ROM, but it won't tell you which chip it is. This tool, syscheck, will actually tell you. So there, we have a problem. I think we have a problem because, and it's not RAM, or not only RAM, I think, because at this stage it is testing the display memory, and you should see this horizontal, like Atari rainbow style lines all over the screen, and it's just black screen. So I think we have a problem. Let's do one more thing. So I'll bring the manual, and let's try and... So this is how it comes by default, as I said, with the on and then on off. But what we can try and do is to set the one of that first red, I think it was, yeah, red dip switch, so that we use OS from provided by syscheck. So we have to be actually, I think I may have this wrong, because clearly, let's see, there are examples here as well. No, it's actually okay. So syscheck diagnostics, yeah. So let's try and do one more thing. So we'll put the so we'll put the we'll use the RAM that's on the Atari, so on the board, and we'll use OS that's provided by syscheck. So in order to do that, we need to have that dip switch in off, on, off position. So let me show you that. So currently we have it on off. So I think I said on off, no, off on off. Is that right? Off on off. So what it means is that we'll have a RAM that's on board here, not on syscheck, but we'll use OS, operating system, that's on syscheck. And let's see what happens now. So let me bring that screen again. I forgot one more thing. break that. I forgot about tip switch number 1, which is we should have it in off on position. This here, sorry, this line to this line here. So off on. Let's try and do it now. So currently we have it in on position, so let's do it like that. And let's bring that window again. And there you go, it boots. There's no basic obviously because the onboard basic is I think disabled. So as you can see this works. So I suspect the OS ROM is faulty on this one. Fortunately I have my, I'll power it off, I have my stack of Atari chips and all that, and let me see, I think this one is OS ROM. What is it? Yeah, C061598B. So this should be OS ROM, so we'll use that. And I'll take basic as well. I think this is basic. C094, sorry, C024947A. And the other one, I think this was in later release. I think that these are both basics. We'll try those. I have lots of RAM and other chips, but anyway. So, what I'm going to do now, I'll disassemble the whole thing. And let's see, I'll disassemble the thing. It could be that the chip got kind of loose, so maybe I'll try removing it and putting it back and see if it works. But first things first, I'll disassemble that and I'll come back. Okay, so this is the board. It's fairly easy to take this apart. It's just several screws that you need to take out and take out those shields and all that. These cables, these patch cables, these are factory. I had a quick look. There's nothing obviously wrong on this board. So let's try and connect everything back. And see what happens. So these are the two chips that I think might be faulty. So ROM and basic, I think. So let's go ahead and power it on. Sorry, not this. Black screen as previously. Okay. So I'll remove this chip, which is the ROM, OS ROM. By the way, you should probably use the tool that's designed to remove these chips, but I have one somewhere, but it's just two chips, so I'll just go ahead and use a screwdriver. When using screwdriver, just be careful not to bend the legs of those chips too much, but it should work. There you go. So this one's out. Okay. By the way, let's see if syscheck works without the OS ROM. So we need it in diagnostic mode, and that was, I think, on, off. So this one is in diagnostics mode right now. So let me just plug it in. And we need this to go to port 2 pin 7, I think it was. This one. Okay, so I'll bring back that screen. So it's testing. So apparently it works. Well, that's what I suspected because it disables the OS ROM. So it works. Now the problem. Let's see if we have the same problem. So if the screen goes black when it reaches the memory, the screen memory area. let's see what happens. And if that happens, we'll install one of these and see, or one of the OS ROMs that work. Okay, that's different, but it's not, I think it's not what we should see. So this is getting interesting. So previously, as you remembered, it was black screen, like completely black screen. Now it's whatever it is, brownish, yellowish, I don't know. Let's wait a few seconds and see if it completes. Okay, I think it should finish by now, so I don't think it works. Let's do one more thing. Let's power this thing off. And I'll remove basic as well. One thing that I am afraid of is that it could be PIA chip, maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but and I don't think I have one. I have spare one, so that's basic out. Let's try and run it powered on again. Shouldn't take too long, so let's see what happens now. If there's any difference. Yeah, same thing. Okay, so I don't think, well, yeah, I don't think this is the problem with OS ROM. Then it could be PIA, and I don't think I have one. Let's try and put the replacement OS ROM chip. So let's try this one. And let's put a working basic in here. It's this one. Yeah, the orientation is correct. Let's stick it in there and let's see what happens now. It's getting interesting. In the meantime, I'll have a look at if I have a PIA chip. Yeah, screen goes black again. So, that's not working, but fortunately I have a PIA. So yeah, exact same thing. Let me just take it out and we'll plug this one in and see what happens. I don't want to damage it. Okay, so PIA is out. Let's stick the replacement. And to be honest, I'm not sure if this one works or not. I have no idea. Don't remember how I got it, but anyway, let's power it on. So there you go. That's exactly what you should see, or more or less, I think. Memory is good. Okay. So I think it's a PIA chip. So I'll probably need to buy a few of these because that's the only one I have. Okay, let's take this out because these are mine. And I'll put the original chips in there and see what happens. So these are out. This is, actually let's put basic first. Just checking if the legs are straightened. I don't want to bend them too much. Yeah, this one looks good. Now the OS/ROM chip. There, sits there nicely. Powered on. And let's see what happens now. Yeah, I think it will work. So it looks like this is fixed. It was actually, let's do one more thing. Memory is good, no problem. I'll take it out and I'll reset this one. Maybe it's this one that was loose or something. I don't know. Maybe there was, oh, I think I bent some legs. No, I didn't. Fortunately, I didn't. So this is mine. Just looking. This is PIA. No, this is not PIA, definitely. So this is my chip. This is original PIA. Let's put it back in there. And that will be the last test. Fingers crossed, maybe it was just the, it wasn't sitting right or something, I don't know. Let's power it on and see. Now, regardless of what it is, if the chip is faulty, then I'll obviously replace it, but I have, again, I'll do another video. This was slightly too longer than it took longer than I expected. I was just hoping it would be this one of these RAM chips, and again, these are socketed. That would take like a few minutes and we would be done. But in this case, yeah, I'll do another video. I'll be installing Ultimate 1 megabyte in this machine, and I'll do I think I'll do the SPDO mode as well to connect the Lumen Chroma to the monitor port there, and that will be it. One thing that you could also do on this yeah, black screen, definitely PIA is bad on this one. Yeah, I'll put the working PIA back in, so my PIA chip here. I don't really care about this one, so which one's PIA? This one is PIA 795. So let's put this one back in. Okay. Let's power it up just to make sure this final check. Okay, so this one works. So, as I said, let me get rid of that screen there. So, as I said, I will install Ultimate 1 megabyte, which I think is the essential mode for 600 x100. Well, for 600, obviously, you'll need 64 megabyte. Sorry, 64 kilobyte of RAM, which is very, very, very simple and easy. I did that on several of mine 600 XL. By the way, I have a huge collection of Ataris. 130XE was my first ever computer when I was a kid. I started assembly language on this one. So yeah, yeah, I like Ataris. So unfortunately, as I said, all of my Ataris are done now. I didn't do any videos at that time, and they are all upgraded with VBXE, Ultimate 1 megabyte, SPDO, what's that mod? The smallish kind of board that gives you a lot better picture. I can't remember, but I'll put the links down there. So, but if you do any upgrade to 600 or 800 XL, I think Ultimate 1 megabyte is essential upgrade. It's a great upgrade, and you should have it. Anybody should have it in their 8-bit Ataris. So actually, let me have a look. Yeah, just UAV. That's the small board, that video upgrade. I highly recommend installing it. It's kind of cheap and very easy to install, and I have it all in all my Ataris, even in one of my 7800 consoles. So UAV also I highly recommend. So if I if somebody asked me what upgrades do I need to do with my say 600 or 800 XL. So for 600, obviously, first of all, RAM upgrade, very easy, just a few wires and you're done. Then Ultimate 1 megabyte, then UAV or VBXC. There's Sophia as well. I like VBXC more because it gives me analog RGB. Sophia does that as well, but VBXC is just essentially your upgraded graphics. It's a lot better than, yeah, it gives a lot more features, so it's beautiful. Have a look at the YouTube and VBXC. There's quite a few new games that have been done for VBXC, and they look absolutely amazing. So anyway, this is done. Next video will be Ultimate 1 megabyte upgrade and S-video on this monitor port. So yeah, that will be the next video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like my videos. And that's all for today. Thank you.